Standing at the edge of the cliff, Mark carefully observes the swollen river below, scanning for any sign of movement. Beside him, Shadow suddenly becomes alert, ears raised, body tense, sensing something unusual in the wind. A strong breeze moves across the wet grass, carrying the heavy scent of the wild river landscape. Mark lifts his camera, focusing on the raging water where everything looks uncontrollable and dangerous. Then he notices movement near the rocks. On closer inspection, he spots a collar stuck between the stones, indicating that a small animal is in trouble. Shadow immediately locks his attention in that direction and lets out a low growl, as if he has already sensed danger before anyone else. Between the rocks, a small cub is struggling to survive in the fast-moving current. The water keeps crashing over it, but it refuses to give up. Mark quickly grabs a rope and a wooden branch for support, preparing to help. He calls out to the cub, encouraging it to hold on. At that moment, Shadow suddenly jumps into the raging river. The strong waves push him around, but he keeps moving straight toward the cub. Mark watches with rising fear, but Shadow does not stop. Finally, Shadow reaches the cub and pulls it close, protecting it from the violent water. Slowly, he begins swimming back toward the shore. Mark also steps into the water, helping guide them both safely to land. At last, they reach the riverbank. The cub is shaking but safe. Shadow is exhausted, yet still alert and protective. Suddenly, movement appears in the distance. A lioness is approaching. Behind her, the rest of the pride slowly emerges. The male lion steps forward, powerful, calm, and dominant. Mark remains completely still, showing no threat. The male lion observes Shadow closely, sniffs him, and then steps back, an unspoken sign of acceptance. The cub is still close to Shadow, but slowly begins moving toward its mother. The lioness gently takes the cub and comforts it, bringing it back to safety. Shadow remains seated, his mission complete, yet he stays watchful. Mark takes a deep breath, feeling relief wash over him.